One Big Team is back. So excited to get rolling again. Had to take a little break, just various challenges with the schedule and in life as those tend to come up, but they also provide opportunities. And now the opportunity is to get back in the studio with One Big Team and bring on some incredible guests and do a little bit more of the solo podcast episodes. I did one on gratitude, and it received a lot of really good, I got a lot of really good feedback from it. And people encouraged me to do some more solo episodes. So a little bit out of the comfort zone, but always good things happen there. So I'm going to rip a solo episode today. I'm going to talk about kindness and this concept that I developed years back called batting 1,000. So when I think about intentional kindness, I really think about it. It's a pillar. It's one of my core values in my life, kindness, and definitely learned it from my mom first. I remember specifically being in 5th grade. We were going to pick up my brother who just got in some trouble, but I just remember her telling me, be kind to everybody. You don't know what other people are going through. And it stuck with me, and forever grateful for her for sharing that wisdom and living that and modeling that for me. So I've been intentional about kindness. I think it was a part of my youth and adolescence, and I've really, since college, have taken a lot of pride in trying to carry that with me each day. And I think it's one of the core aspects of my life that keep me happy and healthy and make each day just a much more precious gift. So the concept of batting 1,000, for those who are not baseball fans, your batting percentage is out of 1,000. So if you go 3 for 10, you bat 300, 10 for 10, 1,000. So nobody bats 1,000. It's pretty damn difficult in anything in life to be 1,000% consistent. But one of the challenges that I'd like to bestow upon myself is to bat 1,000 with intentional kindness. So what this looks like for me is each person that I have the opportunity to connect with and shed some light on with kindness and empathy and just sheer connection, I try to get that hit every day. So this could look like walking by somebody in Reston Town Center where I live and trying to make eye contact and smile. This could look like asking a person's name that's at the register and, just saying, hey, appreciate your service today. I had a really good conversation with the guy behind the counter at the gas station the other day. His name was Roderick, and I complimented his name, and we had just a really nice conversation. And there was a ripple effect there because it was a mood booster for me, and I could see his genuine smile in the fact that I was asking him about himself, which I think a lot of times we go through the day-to-day motions, and it doesn't have to be somebody behind a counter. I think a lot of times people go throughout a day without being acknowledged in that way and being shed some kindness too. So batting 1,000. One of the other ways that I phrased this was, I can always be nice to the person behind the counter, right? And I would use various stores in that phrase. But essentially, everyone has challenges throughout the day. But one of the things that I've really stayed consistent with is regardless of what's going on in my life, I truly can anchor myself to this practice of kindness. And wherever I go, picking up food at the grocery store, my new hobby now, I'm getting into golf, paying the person at the driving range for some tokens so I can get some balls. There's an opportunity to be intentional with your presence and to ask them about themselves and to just be kind. And I think this is something that some people can struggle with. Well, how can I be kind just by talking to somebody? And I think the simplest example is, how many times have you seen people anywhere where there's maybe a point of stress, maybe somebody in line is taking a really long time, or the person at the store behind the counter is just starting there and they don't know how the operating system works on the register, and people's tension and patience is starting to wear thin, or tension's increasing and patience is wearing thin. And you see rolling eyes, and you can see this body language, and you can tell that people are becoming uncomfortable. So I like to think about like smiling eyes versus rolling eyes, and how simple that is to look at somebody with kindness in your heart and to smile versus keeping the tightness in your face and rolling your eyes. And that for me is another thing that I look at a part of this intentional kindness. I'm unable to connect with every person that I walk by every day. But I've been many times on a phone call as I'm walking down the street and I see somebody walking and I'll smile at them. And, my girlfriend acknowledged that sometimes I even say hello to people and I'll say, hey, good to see you. And even if I don't know them, and she'll be like, I think she loves it, but I think she says, I think they actually know you when you say that. So maybe sometimes I take it a little bit too far. But I'm a big believer in this intentional kindness, and I think it's something that we could practice each day. And when I read, which I'm rereading now for probably the 7th time, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. And in one of the laws, we talks about bring a gift wherever you go. It could be a flower, it could be a note, and it simply could be a prayer, and it could be an acknowledgement of somebody else. And I think a smile counts as a gift. I think a question counts as a gift. I think listening can even count as a gift. So to genuinely ask a thoughtful question and to present yourself there to listen and show empathy and just to connect and to be, and you know what? They call it, the presence is a gift, and to be fully present with people is a gift. So I think this all kind of goes hand in hand with this concept of intentional kindness, trying to bat 1,000 each day. Each person I come across, every opportunity that is presented to me to connect with others and to be kind, I'm going to try to soak it up. And I share this because I think it's a me story with a you message, in that this is my story and this is something that has helped me immensely. And I want others to be able to take it in their own form and live a healthier, happier life because of it, and to share kindness onto others. Also, with the bring a gift wherever you go, this is something, I've shared that book with a lot of former players, and I think that's probably the gift that I've given the most. If there's a book that I've given out the most, it's The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And I have many people who have told me that sentence, that section of the book has stood out to them. Bring a gift wherever you go. I'm really trying to be present and bring a gift of my attention to each person that I speak with, and to be kind to others. It's great practice for mindfulness as well, because it helps you have something to focus on wherever you find yourself. So I was just doing a little bit of Googling and looking up, just to get some research on this, because I've heard before and I've read about how the practice of kindness will help your overall health. So I pulled this from the Mayo Clinic. All right. So kindness, intentional kindness, good for the body. So kindness has been shown to increase self-esteem, empathy, and compassion, and improve mood. It can decrease blood pressure and cortisol, a stress hormone which directly impacts stress levels. People who give of themselves in this balanced way tend to be healthier and live longer. Kindness can increase your sense of connectivity with others, which can directly impact loneliness, improve low mood, and enhance relationships in general. It can also be contagious. Looking for ways to show kindness can give you a focus activity, especially if you tend to be anxious or stressed in some social situations. Okay, so a few things that really stick out to me there. This, we are really in it now. I think a lot of times people are feeling lonely, and one of the best things to improve overall health is to be connected with others. I mean, social connections, we're social beings, and it does amazing things for our nervous system and our mood in general. So that was something that really stuck out to me. I think it's a great strategy for connecting well with others, which is super important for just anybody who's, really taking seriously their ability to thrive in any situation. And then the other piece here in the Mayo Clinic that they provide, good for the mind. Physiologically, kindness can positively change your brain. Being kind boosts serotonin and dopamine, which are neurotransmitters in the brain that can give you feelings of satisfaction and well-being, and cause the pleasure reward centers in your brain to light up. Endorphins, which are your body's natural painkiller, can also be released. I mean, let's be real here. Is kindness the go-to for everybody right now? Because it seems like the easiest thing that we all have access to, we all can implement into our day-to-day life immediately, which to me is extremely exciting because I've been having a good day. It's been good. My girlfriend stayed over. She was working from the office at home, did a little yoga, had phone calls, did emails, pretty productive. I'm back here at the studio with my man, Troy. I love connecting with him. It's been too long for us. So it's been a good day, and I got things coming up later that I'm excited about. But now I'm talking about this. I'm affirmed now to go out there, and the first person that I see, I'm going to smile at and say, hey, how you doing? Hey, it's good to see you, even if we don't know each other, because it is good to see people just being out and about. So this is something that we can get going right away. So my challenge for you is, what's the next thing you can do to be kind to somebody? How can you get your batting percentage up when we talk about intentional kindness? Is it shooting somebody a text message? Is it calling somebody? Is it literally the next person you walk by? Are you walking by somebody right now and can you smile at them? I don't know what it is for you, but I know the opportunities are out there. And I'm really excited about hearing from some of you all and what you're doing to be intentionally kind. So let's get our numbers up. I'm trying to go 10 for 10 today. I appreciate you all listening. I'm really excited to get back into a rhythm here. The One Big Team community, even though at the moment it might be small, it is mighty in spirit and it's growing rapidly. So I look forward to connecting with you all again. Just reach out if you ever got anything that you want to talk about. I'm always here. Later.